What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to sight in this crossbow. I got a printout here and I'm gonna explain how to adjust it. And right now we're about 15 yards away. Usually you want to be about 20, but just to make sure, we have already shot this. We just want to make sure that we're in the safe zone. But this, I don't know if you guys can see it. This is what I'm actually looking at through the scope. So what I'm doing, I got this Caldwell matrix shooting rest, so I can make sure I can replicate the shot every time as close to 100% as possible. But what I'm doing, this is where I'm aiming at. And right now we're at 15 yards. Usually you want to set it at 20, and then you go 30, 40, 50, 60. It's not always going to be exactly 40 because that's going to depend on the bolt that you're using and the actual scope itself. So you just want to center it here, make sure you're getting good shot groups, and then you start heading back 30. You know, it might be 32 yards, it might be 34 yards, but what you do is you write that on the scope somewhere, so you know exactly, once you use the rangefinder to see how far away you are, you know exactly where you're at. But these, the way you adjust it, it's got these on the top. This adjusts up and down, and then the one on the side actually adjusts left and right. So with that rest, it's just gonna make it a whole lot easier for you to get perfect shots. So what I want to do is make sure that it's not the bow, it's me, you know what I mean? So if I'm not steady enough or whatever, I want to make sure the bow is 100%. Every time that trigger is pulled, it's going right to where I'm aiming. So I picked this up today because I wanted to make sure that it is as close to 100% as possible, because you might not ever get 100%. If you hit that against something, it might be off. But that's why I picked this up today, this shooting rest, because I want to make sure every time I'm on there, you know, I'm just looking at the scope and pulling that trigger. I'm not moving up and down, left and right or whatever. So we're gonna do one shot to see how far off we are. I got a camera down there, it's gonna catch where we're hitting at, so stay tuned. Alright, so we're gonna send our first one down there and see what we have to adjust, either up or down. So let's see. Make sure you take your safe off. So as you can see, I was aiming to that red dot right there in the middle, and this is where we shot. And that's at 15 yards. So we're gonna have to go down and right. I'm gonna go over there and show you what it looks like when you're adjusting it. So over here on the bow itself, you have the stop piece that needs to come off. And if you look closely, it'll say up. So we know we have to go down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give it a couple clicks down, put the cap back on so it doesn't get lost. I don't tighten it up all the way because I'm not done. And then this one here, we know we have to go right. So if you look at it real good, it tells you if you want to go left, you go forward. Since we want to go right, we're going this way. So I'm going to bring it a couple of clicks back, and it should bring it right. Put the cap back on so we don't lose it. leave it on there loose. And guys, that's how you keep adjusting every time you do pull that trigger, so you know that you're gonna get a good zero. Do it a couple times until you feel comfortable, and once you're comfortable, you start moving back, and then that's when you start adjusting this area here. So once you have this one set to where you want, then you start moving back. Use your rangefinder to 30 yards. Then from there, hit. If you're not hitting in the middle, keep going back. It might be 32 yards, might be 34 yards. So you never know. You just have to go out there and try it out. So I hope that was instructional for you guys. I'm gonna keep playing around here until I get it where I want it. And stay safe out there. Peace.